Hello, hello, friends. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Anyway, hope you all are ready for the weekend. For when? Yeah. Anyway, say hi as you are hopping on. I'm Sherry with Hearts and Halos. We hop on here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 noon Eastern Time to hang out, chat, have fun, and make cute things. So, we did a vote yesterday. Y'all rocked it. You guys rocked it. So yesterday we did a vote to see what we're going to make today, and you guys were amazing, and everybody voted. Sorry. I needed a drink. Anyway, say hello as you're hopping on. Hey, Joanne, happy Friday. You guys are almost halfway through June. Oh, it's Friday the 13th. My mom always said that 13 was her lucky number, so I see it as a happy day. Anyway, okay, so, hey Diane, hello, hello, so happy to see you guys. All right, so I was a couple minutes late because I had to write down all the names of all of the votees, because I told you all yesterday that anybody that voted was going into, well, I said a bucket, but I had to grab a bowl and do it right quick. So anyway, all of you votees are in this bowl. Somebody's getting happy mail. But you guys did such an amazing job voting. I'm so excited. I found it to be quite fun. All right, we're gonna put that back there. We'll do it at the end. I might have to say you have to be present to win. A lot of people do that, but I don't know, I haven't decided. It's your birthday number, Dawn? Well, it's a happy number. Happy Friday, Jean. Happy Friday. Hello, Yvonne. Anyway, say hi as you're hopping on. Tell us you're new if you're new in here, and we'll get started. So, hey Angela, I'm so happy to see you guys. So here are all the votes. There were a lot of them, you guys. That's a lot of votes. I did the tick marks because, you know, I'm so technical. Can y'all hold on? Hold on 1 second. A certain furry friend wants to go outside. I'll be right back. All right, Rox, go on. Looks like it's gonna start raining. Figures, because I'm supposed to be having a pool party tomorrow. The weather's been glorious, and now it's looking like it's gonna rain for the next 4 days. But anyway, hello, Jocelyn. Okay, so you guys, it's a 50-50. Flat out, straight out, 50-50. Tell me, see if you can guess. Oh, y'all, there's a mud dabbler in here. There's always bugs flying in here. Drives my husband nuts when I leave the door open. Okay, it was a 50-50 tie. So tell me in the comments which two do you think are the top two that y'all voted for. Happy Friday, Cindy. Cindy, did you get my message about the puff? I sent you, or I responded to your question about the puff, but we can go over that again. I know, rain, rain, go away. Well, Diane, welcome. I consider you to be around for a while. Anyway, but happy that you're here, Diane. Joanne says the cow. What do y'all think? Okay, there are two that are tied. Even Steven. I mean, identically. Oh, get away. Anyway, tell me. Hey, Kim. Joanne says, those we love, cow and sunflowers in jar. That one's called mason jar, just to let you know, because we named them all. Anyway, cow. Okay, good. Cindy, if you have any questions about it, just message me. It's easy peasy. Anyway, so tell me what you think, and then I'll go ahead and share the results, because it's so exciting. It is. I thought that was really fun. You know what I was thinking about doing? Maybe Fridays. We'll make Friday Fun Day, but I'll let you guys pick the Friday project like we did, because I thought that was kind of fun, and I really enjoy having a direction. Thank you guys. Y'all are so sweet. Dawn says cow. Cindy says cow and welcome. Claudetta says cow. Angela says those we love. Y'all are pretty much right on track. Okay. So coming in third, let's see. Coming in third place was those we love. I was kind of surprised. Hey, Peggy. Yep, Peggy says cow and those we love. So those we love came in third place, and I was a little surprised. I actually thought that would be the number one, but maybe that's just because I love it so much, but we are definitely going to be doing it. But I want to go out and get a really pretty glass frame because I want to do the glass etching. I think that would be really beautiful. Happy Friday, Sandy. All right, so yeah, those we love came in third. And then right behind that one, so in fourth, was the welcome, which I was also surprised. I thought that would be higher up, but it's okay. We're doing that one anyway because I really want to make a door hanger. And I also thought about it, and I really wanted to do, you know, the new color, the beautiful, it actually looks like this color on my doormat, but it's only in paste. And the doormats, I think you need to do them in ink. So give me your thoughts. If we did a doormat in ink, and I did the welcome and then the outline of the flowers in black ink, heat set it, and then colored it in with the beautiful majesty, and then sprayed it with the sealant, do you think that would do the trick? Tell me what you think. Those We Love is out of stock. Oh, yeah, I knew that. They said it was going to be out of stock. So, yeah, sadly. I'm hoping that enough of us will beg and plead and they'll bring it back. Because they said this new release they're not restocking. I don't know why. But anyway, happy Friday, Carol. All right, so anyway, the two number ones are, if you're new around here, I'm a little bit of a dork. Mason jar and cow. Donna, you got the ding, ding, ding. You guessed it on the spot. So yeah, look at all of those. Y'all voted a lot. Thanks, Kim. So yeah, so mason jar and the cow, or, you know, barn hair don't care. They each got 15. You got yours, Kim. I'm glad. I know. I kept telling y'all I wasn't trying to be salesy. I kept telling y'all it was going to sell out because we knew it would. Yes, that would work. You were just at a paint event and we used ink and then sprayed with an outside protector. Okay. Thanks, Dawn. That's helpful. So I guess we could give it a try. You know, worst case scenario, if it wears off, I could go back over it with another color and ink. You got one of those We Love. Yay. I'm glad, Angela. Anyway, yeah, Donna, winner, winner, chicken dinner. You guessed them both. So now y'all need to decide. This is the mason jar with the sunflowers. And this is the precious cow. Oh, I should have brought him over here. I'm going to go grab him. Her. She's so cute. It's worth giving her a second show off. There's something else to show too. Okay. So the transfer, just the plain stencils undone don't do them justice. Look at her. Look at that puff. HR puff and stuff. Anyway, oh, love her. Hey, Debbie. So happy that you're feeling better. All right, so cow, mason jar. Y'all need to decide. Vote now. Do it quickly. In the comments. Cow, jar. Cow, jar. Y'all, you need to decide which one we're doing because it was a 50-50, even Steven split down the middle. Thanks for sprinkling, Karen. Thanks, Joanne. I think it's adorable too. And, and look, I'm so excited. From my favorite wood cutout place, I got the little feller wood cutout. Anyway, so it goes like this. So y'all vote cow, jar, cow, jar. And if we do the cow, we will do puff because I'm obsessed. Peggy, it's not something else for your tip book. What was it? What did I say? All right, jar, jar. So we've got 3 jars so far. 2 cows, 3 cows. Come on, y'all. I think it might be the mason jar. Oh, guys, it's 50-50 again. What should we do? What should we do? Well, I've got them both up here. You guys, if you could see how many things I've got over here. Hey, Terry. Hey, Marilee. Isn't she? I think so too. All right, y'all, it looks like the cow is winning. All right, cow. We'll do this next. Promise, we'll do this next. All right, so we've got the cow. Oh, I'm thinking of a different thing though. We will do the mason jar, you guys. I promise we'll do the mason jar, but more people are voting for the cow. I've got a different, I'm gonna do a little bit different. We are gonna do the mason jar next. Promise, we've got so many things to do. So I did her on a only because it's just what I grabbed. It's a little square chubby, but I do have a 5x7 chubby, which is the more appropriate choice because it fits it perfectly. So anyway, where did you get the cow cut out? Oh, Cindy, it's a site called Not Just Frames, and I will post a link in here for it because their cutouts are, my new teamie Karen is the one who introduced me to them, and I'm so grateful for that because y'all know, if you've known me for a hot minute, I was not a fan of wood cutouts because the ones you get on Etsy smell and they're rough and they're chintzy. Her name's Mary. She and her husband do this together. Theirs are so much higher quality and amazing. So anyway, I will link her in, and it's small business, family run. You gotta love it. But anyway, I will link it so that you guys go shop with her. She's amazing. Yeah, but I'll give you my link. I will give you my link to her. So anyway, we're gonna do this. We're gonna put it on this cute little chubby. So now we can do it this way, or we can do it this way and then put our, now we'll do it this way. So let's use our cutout, you guys. Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a quick paint. I need a thing. I need a sponsor. Hold on. I'm gonna do it right quick. We are going to do a quick paint. I mean, it might not even look bad to have just the wood in the background, but I think we're just gonna throw a coat. Should we do a coat of vanilla or a coat of Dune? Let's do a coat of Dune, because Dune is one of the colors that we're gonna use. Okay, I will get you that. Yeah, you can put cutout in the comments too if you want me to make sure I get that for you, because y'all know I can be forgetful. I'm getting old. All right, so we're gonna give that a stir, and we're just gonna do a light coat. We aren't gonna cover it much because we are going to cover her completely. Now, you guys, when you do it the first time, you're just gonna get the outline, a really, really cool outline, but you're gonna get the outline. Then you're gonna go back in. Well, you could just leave it like that if you want, totally. All right, I'll get you, just put cutout in the comments and I will get you the link. But, ooh, that's an ugly lid. That lid has seen better days. I like coloring them in. I think the watercoloring is awesome. So we're gonna give her just a super light, and you could totally use craft paint to to paint your cutouts. I just like using my paste because it covers so nicely. It's like one and done usually. And especially if you're gonna be going over it with something. But look at that. It's covering it like perfectly in one fell swoop. Get your little antlers in there. They're not called antlers, are they? On these cute little cows, they're more like, they're called horns. Hey, Kim. Okay, Terry. You got it, Sandy. Anyway, so, are you guys having nice weather? I'm really bummed. I'm in a quandary because, we want to have, for my daughter's graduation, we had to already postpone it once because of rain. And we've had nothing but gorgeous weather, and now they're calling for rain tomorrow. And I really don't want to have, it's a lot, it's probably like about 15, 16, 17 people, and I just don't think I don't want to do it inside. Because y'all know my dining room table is it's my craft table. It's covered with my pastes and my transfers and my staging area, and there's no possible way I've probably got over 200 jars of paste and inks. I can't clean it out, so now I have to determine whether I postpone it again. All right, we're gonna go ahead and look at how nicely that covered, you guys. All right, see, look. And you know what? Her cutouts are just like, oh, so high quality. I cannot even begin to stress how amazing they are. But look, one coat, one and done. It rains every day in Atlanta. If it was just a quick rain, what do you do to... Oh, I missed that one. I'm sorry. I will answer you when I hop off of here. They fly by so fast, you guys. Sometimes I just don't have time to read your comments, but I always, always, always answer. when I hop off of here. Okay, we're gonna leave that one out. If it was just gonna be a quick rain, it would be no big deal. I know, Ann, I'm so tired of rain too. What color is this? It is Dune. Dune is a really awesome color. It's a very neutral. I use it a lot. It's beautiful. It's a really warm, rich, beautiful kind of beige. Very neutral, perfect. But you know, they're calling for like thunderstorms and rain. I don't know what to do. But anyway, we're not gonna worry about that because we're just gonna have some fun crafting because that's what we do. Hello, Sally. All right, so now, you know what? I think I might give this a little bit of a light. I might even mix this with some vanilla. Vanilla Ice Ice Baby. We're gonna mix a little bit of Dune and a little bit of vanilla, and we're gonna give this a kiss of color because it's too bright white for me. Too bright white. And mixing colors is so much fun, you guys. You can make so many colors just by mixing. And then you go, oh, you guys, did you see that? I almost put that back in that jar. Oh, Mama needs more coffee. Oh my. It's okay. I didn't do it. I was close. Close but no cigar. Okay, that's parchment paper. Where are all of my napkins, y'all? I just brought some out. All right, we'll grab some wipes. We have wipes. No, we don't have a cutout for the cow. This is from the site I told you about, Lynn. I'll get you a link. I will get you a link. We're gonna add a little bit of vanilla to the Dune to make it a really pretty, I don't want it to be too dark. I want it to be light, but I just don't want it to be bright white. What do you do to watercolor with the chalk base? Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry about your broken wrist, Elizabeth. I'm gonna show you. When you do your watercoloring with chalk paste, you literally are just painting with your paste, but you water it down a tiny bit. And don't use shimmers. Shimmers don't watercolor. I don't know why, but they don't. It's kind of crazy. Shimmers do not watercolor, y'all. So anyway, but we're gonna watercolor today, so I can let you see it. It's gloomy in Indiana. It's gloomy here too, Foxy. All right, you know what? I think this is still a little bit too dark. So I'm just gonna grab a little vanilla straight out of the jar and give this just a super light coat just to give it a kiss of color. And you know what? I'm liking it if it's not completely perfect. Because it kind of gives it a fun, distressed, artsy kind of look. These chubbies, they're called chubbies. I know it's kind of strange, but I really like them because they're awesome shelf sitters. They're double-sided, and I just really like them. I just do. And then we're gonna give this a sand when we're done, just to make it look even more distressed. But you see how that just kind of took away, I always call it a kiss of color. And I have to have a Southern accent when I say it. Kiss of color. I'm in a goofy mood today. So it's bright white on the side, and then just that light little bit, just that tiny light little bit, and we know we're gonna go over it a little bit more with some vanilla. And I'm gonna give this a little spritz. Oh, you guys, today, just now, there's a ton of really fun bundles that just dropped, and they're all 25% off. We're talking seriously amazing bundles. Really, really good stuff. New-ish stuff, not the brand new stuff, but new-ish stuff all have surfaces, and they're all 25% off today through the 19th. Look at, this is one of them, which I love. Isn't that beautiful? So this is one of the bundles. Now it's not this surface, it's the 16-inch round, but it has this and red, white, and blessed. So there's a ton of them. Put bundles in the comments if you want me to get you that. But you guys, I think there's like over a dozen of them. And really, really nice. So I still think it needs a little lighter. I want it to be a little bit lighter. Hey, Lena. Anyway. There. That did it. Probably should have done that ahead of time. I hate making y'all watch people. But a lot of y'all like watching people paint. You've told me. Anyway. I want a little bit of dimension. That's why I threw some dark on even after I just added light. Just for an added bit of dimension. There we go. Now I like it. Play with it until you like it, you guys. Okay, I will get you the bundles. You guys, I was amazed when I saw them this morning because they're really, really, really gorgeous. A ton of them. All right, so now we need to, do I need any more vanilla? I don't think I do. We'll get you out of here. I've got so many pastes up here, you guys, because I didn't know if we were going to do the sunflowers. I have all the sunflower colors up here. Okay. This is pesto. Yes. All right. So now I do have my puff from yesterday. Yes, Elizabeth, when I'm covering a surface like this, I love using pouncers. When I am watercoloring, paintbrushes are my go-to. All right, Marsha. Marsha, do people always say Marsha, Marsha, Marsha to you? I'm so sorry. You probably get that. And that's how my brain works. Anyway, one of my sister's best friends, name is Marsha, and she says she gets that all the time. So we've already puffed some. He's so cute. And there will be plenty of differentiation because we're going to make him darker. Her. It's a her because she has flowers in her hair. Not that a guy can't have flowers in his hair. All right, let's push you guys out of the way because we don't need you. Not that we don't love you. And we're going to add more. So we have our puff. And when we're doing puff, you guys, it's what I like. The formula that I follow is 2/3 paste or ink. It works with both paste and ink exactly the same. You can do both. And then I have, this is the new color of the month, Majesty, which I'm shocked it's not sold out yet. It gets a little lighter when you add the puff additive because, you know, it's added. You like my fancy way of, I'm going to come up with a better way of storing them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, where's my espresso? I'm going to do the outline of the little feller in espresso. So I need another tray. And of course I guess I could just add it to this tray. You know what, we'll add it to this tray. There's more room. I'm going to do what I'm thinking of. Thanks for sprinkling. Here's my thought. Y'all tell me what you think. Instead of doing it like this, where I just did the whole thing in the puff, I'm thinking of doing the outline in the puff and then the watercoloring in just regular paste so that the outline will really stand out. Tell me if you think yay or nay. Do you think that's a good way to go? Or do you think it'd be better just to do? All right, so we're gonna do a big blob of espresso, which looks so yummy. I love this color. You tried to get the puff on Amazon, but it wouldn't come up. Really? Put puff in the comments, Carolyn, and I will send you the link from my link from ordering it in my orders. So put puff in the comments, and this is what I use. So let me know if you need me to resubmit that. I think there's a bunch of different, where did I let it go? All right, put it back. I think there are a lot of different options for the puff, and I'm sure they're all pretty similar. All right, so my formula is 2/3 paste or ink, whichever one you're working with, and then 1/3, and I'm telling you, I go heavy on the third. You like that idea, Lena? I was thinking that would be kind of, we're gonna give it a try, and then we can compare. So my 1/3 of puff is hefty, because if one time I did not do enough puff and it was just kind of like meh, and I want my puff to puff. Okay, yeah, Peggy, we're gonna experiment because y'all know it's my jam. Because then you'll know which way is better. So 2/3 paste ink to 1/3 puff, but your 1/3 puff should be a generous 1/3. Okay? And you can play around with it as well and see what works best for you. I've seen some people say they do only a quarter, like, you know, 4 parts. Out of 4 parts, they do 3/4 paste or ink and 1/4 puff. When I tried that, it didn't puff much. So that's just my 2 cents. Alrighty. You guys, I have made a ton of projects and I've barely made a dent in my puff jar. You like the idea of puffing the outline? We need a charity to donate to this month. I misspoke earlier. The mental health awareness was May. So June, somebody remind me, what did we pick? I'm sorry, y'all, I'm getting old. All right, and then I've got this color, but that's, I'm not sure I'm gonna do that. We are gonna do the flowers in this color. So I don't think I need this anymore. So anyway, if you're new around here, we donate 100% of our STARS money to a different charity every month. Last month was mental awareness, but I do need some suggestions from you all as to if you know a really good charity for mental health awareness. Yeah, Speedball Puff on Amazon. So anyway, we do need to pick one. We do need to pick a charity. All right, let's get to this, y'all. So we're gonna do the outline. So I'm just trying to think, are we gonna wax? We're not gonna wax, because I don't know if Puff likes wax. So we're not gonna wax, we're just gonna fuzz. That's what we're gonna do. So if you're new around here, this is a fuzz cloth. I get so many questions about, what is that green thing? It's a fuzz cloth, and the reason it's a fuzz cloth is our reusable silkscreen stencils are super sticky on one side, and you do this to put a little bit of fuzz on the back of it so it's easier to pull up, because I painted this. I don't want it to pull, I don't want the stickiness to pull the paint or paste up in here. Animal Rescue, that's a good one. We did, what did we do? We did ASPCA, but we could do a rescue. I did do a rescue to my local rescue. I think that might have been my very first STARS donation, was to, it's called Small Miracles. It's the rescue where I got my kitties. But Animal Rescue is a good one. I just didn't know if we had already picked one. So now we just need to line her up. I'm gonna do this one first. And these, I'm not gonna use this one. And we're just gonna line this. Ooh, you know what? Okay, never mind. I'm thinking out loud. And there, it's really easy to line them up. You just kind of have to be patient. So I'm gonna try to, where's my bird sanctuary out there? I'm going to try, I never know which way to line up. Should I do it at the feet? Oh, you guys, I hope I didn't pick the wrong side. Sometimes there's a right and a wrong side for your transfer. And I may have painted the wrong side. I did. There is a right and a wrong side, you guys, and I painted the wrong side. It's okay. It does it super fast. We're just gonna go ahead and throw a light coat. So, and I can look at it and see that there's a right side and a wrong side, because the little barn thingies go like this. Thanks, Donna. Okay, so there's another tip, y'all. If you're working with wood cutouts, always double check before you paint your surface. Get your book out, Peggy. Peggy's making a tip book. Anyway, there is a right and a wrong side when you're working with cutouts. So check that before you paint your surface and wonder, what's going on? Why isn't it lining up? Because it does line up perfectly. She does beautiful work and it lines up perfectly. All right, so we're going to do just the outline in a dark brown that's called espresso. You could also use bark, or you could do black. But I'm kind of thinking the brown I think will be a little softer. But you could totally do the outline in black if you want. On my first one, I did it in the combination color that I created. Okay, one and done. That colors so well. One and done. Pen in hand, you crack me up. I think that's very, very smart though. We need another wipe. And we're just gonna put, I've got you sticky side down. It's not, I'll find it if for some reason, I don't know why the link wouldn't be working, but I can find it again. But thank you, Donna. Thank you, Donna, for doing that. Okay, so let's give this a quick dry. It shouldn't take long. It dries lickety split. That's another reason why I really like, look at that mask. Oh my gosh, you guys. Did you see that? I just scared myself. Holy guacamole. Thank you, Karen. I have a hair tie on, don't ask, oh, because I was swimming, and I saw it out of the corner of my eye and thought it was a bug, and I literally almost flung everything everywhere. Sorry. All right, let's give this a quick dry. Let's try this again. Sorry, y'all, I'm afraid of bugs. Oh, there's something in there. Autoimmune Association. That's one we have not done. I've not heard of that charity, Elizabeth. Is it just for all autoimmune issues? All right, it won't take long, you guys. Don't use your heat gun as a fly swatter. Thank you for that tip, Peggy. Yes, don't use your heat tool as a fly swatter. It could be dangerous. Well, I just, you know, if you see it out of the corner of your eye, don't you kind of like, I mean, most bugs I'm not afraid of. I am afraid of spiders. Not gonna lie. I am afraid of spiders. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Okay, thanks, Elizabeth. I will look into that. So just take your time, and sometimes I start at the feet. I always kind of start at a starting point, like either the feet or the antlers. They're not antlers, they're, what do we call them, y'all? Okay, I got it lined up, but then I always end up moving it when I take my hand off. They're horns, right? Horns. There we go. And then when you get it lined up, see how, let me get this, make sure it's down nice and taut. No air bubbles. Air bubbles are not your friend. And then just kind of give a little squeegee love. And look how cute, you guys. See, now you can see the detail. Anywhere where you see the light color, that is going to be where the paste goes through. And where it doesn't go through, they are horns. Don't like those brown crickets. Yeah, well, crickets are scary because they jump at you. Crickets are scary because they do kind of like jump, and then you're like, ee! Just like that. All right, we're gonna do our espresso puff, and we'll see how it looks, and then we're gonna decide once we see it. Now, I'm not gonna do the flowers. Do I wanna do the horns? I can't decide, you guys. All right, I'm doing a light touch. And I'm not doing the little mouth either because I'm going to do that in Peachy Keen. But I will do the little nostrils. There's so much detail in this one, you guys. And I am going to do the feetses. The little hoofs, because the hoofs will be a lighter color because they're, no, they won't. They'll be the dark color. That's okay. All right. So I'm going to go one way, and then I'm going to do, when I'm doing puff, you guys, I do 2 runs. I do 2 runs because I don't know. I don't know if that's necessary or not. It's just what I do because I feel like it adds a little extra. Adds a little extra puff. We all want a little extra puff. Am I not? Am I right? I'm trying to get close to those flowers, but I don't need the flowers outlined in brown. You could, and then just color in the areas that are open. But I'm thinking something different. Okay, And then I'm going to pull up because I don't want it drying in my transfer. Oh, I almost got into the eyeball. I'm not really quite sure how to do the eyeball, you guys. I'm kind of not sure how to do the eyeball. You're not afraid of bees? I'm not really afraid of bees, except in the fall when they get mean. The yellow jackets. Remember I told you I have a bee guy, and he told me in the fall when the yellow jackets get mean, they're very aggressive because that's when they're trying to get all of the food for the queen to last over the winter, and that they will sting you unprovoked. Coming straight from a bee guy, y'all. So there's your helpful hint for the day. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up and then we'll add more, but I don't want it drying in there. It's really hard to get a hold. Oh, you guys, that looks so cute. And then we'll put it back down and we'll get the rest. All right, so I'm gonna get some green out, and I like sage, just for you, Donna. And I'm gonna use a paintbrush for the smaller things, and then we'll add the rest of it in there. So I'm gonna use a paintbrush for the green, for this, the greenery. And just make sure you're getting in there. Now this is just regular paste, it does not have any puff in it. The flowers are gonna have a little, oops, got a little brown in my green, but that's okay. And if I'm missing your comments, you know I will get you when we hop off. And then I need to, oh, here's some more green down here. I need to get the rest of that brown, but the rest of that brown I'm gonna do with a paintbrush, you guys. Because see how it's all really, really tight in there? And then what color should we do the eye? What do you think, you guys? What color should we do the eye? I need another brush for the brown. So I'm gonna grab my puff and I'm gonna do the tighter stuff where it's close to the flowers and I don't wanna get it in there with my paintbrush. You could use a little tiny squeegee or a detail tool if you want. But I feel like paintbrushes really give me more control. And the detail in the hair, you guys, is really awesome. It like literally moves, like it looks like there's movement in the hair, in the dew. And then we can add the rest of the detail when we are coloring it in. Okay, just a little bit more, and then we're gonna do the flowers. But I am gonna go over that a little bit better. Deep blue. The flowers are this month's color of the month, which is gorgeous. It's called Majesty because it's quite majestic. Must be getting windy out there, you guys. I can hear my round banging up against my door. Okay. Now, hopefully we have enough puff and stuff. Now I'm singing the HR Puff and Stuff song in my head. I'm adding extra puff, or extra espresso with the puff, because I really want to have a super defined, I don't know what color to do the eye, you guys. Should I do I think I'll just leave it the way it is, and then I'll add a little black dot. That's what I did last time. Okay, let's pull this up. And then we're gonna do the flowers. Just the outline. And we're gonna go from there. Cream color for the eyes. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But if you remember, we're gonna get another brush for the eyes, for the flowers. If you remember, the base of the surface is actually colored in Dune, which is a light color. So I'm thinking we'll just do that. Now, a lot of the flower is, let me give that a little stir because it's been sitting. I hope the puff stays puffy when it's been stored, like, because this is like over 24 hours old. So we'll see. If it doesn't puff, it's no big deal. The really important part that we want the puff to really shine is the hair on the little cow. So I'm just covering all of these flowers with this gorgeous blue. It's kind of a deep periwinkle. If I had to describe it, I would describe it as a deep periwinkle. And when it dries a little bit darker than what it goes on, kind of like home. A little bit more. I guess I should have put some yellow in, but I can add some yellow in. I can add some yellow into the centers after the fact. I just got some purple in his hair, her hair. Okie doke. And then one last thing, I'm gonna do her little cute little mouth in Peachy Keen. Just like that. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, how cute. Oh, shoot, some pulled up right there. See? Some of my paint pulled up right there. And it's probably because I let it sit too long, but that's okay. We're good. It's A-okay. We're not gonna sweat the small stuff. We are good. We can fix it once we start painting. All right, so get our paintbrushes out of here, but we're still gonna use some of these, so I don't know why I'm getting them out of here. We're still gonna need them. We don't need this anymore. Where's my espresso? We don't need this anymore. So what do y'all think? Are you understanding the process so far? Is it clear as a whistle? So you saw we just did the outline for the first round. And now, I only used tiny, tiny bit of Peachy Keen for her little mouth. All right. So I'm not sure if ooh, that is messy looking. That is messy, messy, Marvin, but look how cute. So that is the outline. Look at the detail, you guys. Now we make it even prettier. So we're going to color in the areas. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do, well, I'm wondering if we should use camel. Camel might be really, really pretty, or maybe we mix camel. All right, so this does not have any. We're gonna mix camel and dune together for the fur color, non-puff, okay? So we're gonna add some camel. And this is non-puff. Remember, we're only doing the outline and puff to see if that makes a difference. Oh, thanks. It is so cute, isn't it? She's so pretty. All right, let's get our dune back. So we are being mixologists today, and it also needs a tiny spritz because that needs a spritz. That needs a spritz. Watch out. Watch. It's okay, Rox. I think I scared her. All right, we're just gonna lighten this up just a wee bit. Because I want like a really pretty fur color, but I want it to be different than the bark. You know, I want differentiation. That's what I'm kind of going for here. You guys could totally just leave it like this, and it's so cute. But I don't know. I want a little bit of differentiation. Camel's a really pretty color. It's a really like a light brown. It's like the color of my coffee. Should you dry the puff first? I'm thinking no, Peggy. I'm thinking we're just gonna go ahead because I don't know. Then I'm thinking I'm just gonna do the whole thing and then I'll dry the puff when we're done. But that's a good question. Super good question. All right. Get more of the camel in there. I have so many of these little color trays sitting around with different colors, you guys. I did label my bags paste and ink though, that I put the puff in. A big something flew in. It's a scary looking wasp. Not a nice wasp. The mud dabblers are nice wasps. That's a scary one. We're not gonna worry about it, y'all. we're gonna pretend it's not there. All right, let's get some good paintbrushes. And we'll have to get some bark or some dune out here to paint that area right there that got pulled up. That's what we'll do first. So unfortunately, that little section right there, oh, what am I thinking? I can totally paint that in puff. I was gonna say, unfortunately, that section won't have any puff, but I can totally put the paint with the puff back on the area that pulled up. You know, I'm telling y'all, everything is fixable. Don't sweat the small stuff. So if you have a situation where it pulls up, no worries. You just add some more. There, problem solved. All right, friends. I don't know if I'm gonna need any more of this, so we're gonna hold it. We're just gonna sit it right there. Could I have any more stuff out here? All right, I think I want one that's a little bit thinner. All right, this one's got green on it, but we're just gonna wipe it off and reuse it. Okay, guys. Here we go. So then when you're watercoloring, I know I get a lot of questions about this. Don't have too much on your brush, and then you literally just paint. And it's okay if you go outside the lines, you're just gonna paint that on. Just like you would if you were doing like a paint by numbers. So I'm not gonna sweat it if I go a little bit outside the lines because it's okay. Hopefully the puff stuff is gonna puff around it anyway. Now I'm wondering if we're not gonna worry about it. I was worrying that I'm gonna mess up the puff. I'm trying not to go too much on the lines, but also, so see what I'm doing? I'm literally just coloring in. And another thing we can do, if it takes away too much, I can clean the transfer and put it back on with just the outline. That's an idea, you guys. I probably should have just painted the whole thing. See, I learn as I go. As I'm going along, I'm thinking, maybe I should have done this. Maybe I should have done that. And it's okay, we can do that. Because if I'm going over the outline too much by coloring it in, because I want to get color on this, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab that little feller out, we're gonna clean it, and we're gonna put the detail right back on in puff before we dry. I've made an executive decision, y'all. So if we do that, it's so much easier because you really do not have to worry at all about going out of the lines. So I can be quicker. You can take your time because you're not live. But I'm gonna do this quickly. And then I'm gonna put the detail back on. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have not puffed it yet. So I'm going to cover it, and then I'm gonna grab my transfer out, clean it real quick, and then we're gonna line it back up, and we're gonna put the detail right back in puff. See, last time I used puff in everything. I didn't just have the outline and puff. I used puff for everything. So that's why I'm worried now that by doing it the way I'm doing it, you know what? It's okay. Everything is trial and error. That's what crafting is all about. So, hindsight, I probably should have just painted the whole cow camel instead of dune. And that way the color would have already been there. So write that down in your notes, Peggy. Color the background of the cow the color you want it. Then do your puff, okay? But it's okay. It's gonna work out just fine. All right, so see how much we've gotten already? Yeah, you got it. I think I'm gonna leave the horns alone. They're gonna be a lighter color because horns are lighter. So we're just gonna leave the horns in dune, you guys. And I'm not gonna worry about going back over the flowers. Just Mrs. Cow. We think she's a girl, don't we? I think it'll, you know what, it'll still be cute even if it doesn't puff. Now I gotta get my transfer out of the water, out of the hot tub. And we have to let this totally dry, but it'll dry while we are washing the stencil. I hope I'm not missing any of your questions. So what do y'all think so far? Isn't she cute? I hope the puffing works because it's so exciting to watch it happen, you guys. It's like mind-blowing. Roxy's being so quiet. You okay over there, little girl? All right. Now we've covered all of our little cow. And we are going to let her dry. She's so cute. You guys, the detail in this stencil is mind-blowing because the hair literally looks like it's got movement. All right, now this is gonna get messy. You know what? Do I have a board eraser? I'm gonna grab a board eraser. I'm gonna clean it right in the bowl because that'll make it less messy. But obviously, you could just take it to your sink. All right, I'm cleaning this right in the bowl, you guys. You obviously could just take it to your sink. But when you're doing watercolor, a lot of times we do use this technique that I'm doing right now, where you're going to put the transfer stencil, whatever you want to call it, back on to get your detail back. And y'all have seen me do this a gajillion times. So I'm just cleaning this right now. It's just water. I have to flip it over because it does have a chunk of the paint on there. So I'm gonna get this side clean. You can also do this step with a board, if you don't have a board eraser, because they're still out of stock for some strange reason, you can totally use a Clorox wipe. And you can use Clorox on the backs of your sticky. On the sticky side, you can totally use Clorox. You do not have to worry about that. I know a lot of people say you can't, but you can. You truly can. Oh, Donna, that's a cute idea. Donna said she would make a cute stuffy. She would make a cute stuffy. All right. That's a good idea, Donna. We're gonna have to make a stuffy now. I'm obsessed with Highland cows. I just adore them. I need one, but I don't think I'm gonna get one. Somehow, I have enough land, but I don't know how much land you need for a cow. And I don't want to bring it in the bad weather. I'm just like that. All right. I think she is good to go. Ooh, watch out. Be gentle. All right, we're not doing that end. All right, then what I do is I hold it up to the sun, make sure none of my areas are clogged, and we are good to go. There. Clean this off. Now we will get our handy dandy fuzz cloth. Now your fuzz cloth, that still needs to stay. Your fuzz cloth is terry on one side, microfiber on the other. The microfiber side is spectacular for drying it really, really fast. Thanks, Lynn. Drying it really, really fast, and it's also how you get your sticky back. All right, so now the question is, I should wax, but I'm not going to because you guys, I don't know if wax would inhibit the puff. All right, and you press firmly when you're doing this. All right, let's see, make sure we're gonna give this a quick dry just to be on the safe side because we we want it, and then we're gonna need our puff color back. All right, you go on outside, mister. You're scaring me. Can you give us a quick dry? Ooh, I wonder if I'm drying this, if the puff is gonna start coming out. I don't really want the puff to start coming out yet. So, make sure it's dry. We're going to line it back up. I'm going to fuzz it several times, you guys, because I just got a bunch of sticky back from washing it. Do you see how sticky it is again? So when you use that microfiber side of your fuzz cloth, you guys, it brings your sticky back big time. Hey, Jamia, you're fine. All right, so tell me what y'all think so far. I'm making it look more difficult because I'm doing the second round, but you know what? When you do this and you put it back on, it really does give you a ton of detail back, and we're not gonna do up here. Ooh, did I miss a giant spot? I did. I missed a giant spot right there. So now I'm gonna have to dry that spot, but that's okay. I'll let it dry on its own while I fuzz. So I'm gonna fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. Well, Peggy, always feel free to throw out ideas because you know what? We learn from each other. And you all give me fantastic direction all the time. I'm no expert. So we can learn together. All right, that part needs dry. Give this a go. Happy Friday, Cynthia. All right, y'all, fingers crossed. I'm not gonna put this on super tight. Just making sure I'm lining it up properly. It's really easy to line up too, you guys. It lines up perfectly. So I kind of start with the horns or the feet. I don't want to do the eye. All right, let's do this again, you guys. Here we go again. We're going to add our detail back in. So just go right over the whole thing with our puff and stuff. I hope this works. And we're not going to do the horns. Just the hair. Try to get up close and personal. Don't worry about the nostrils. Here we go. Get right up next to those little flowers. Do you like the way I'm leaning? Y'all know I'm leaning when I get in tight. Okay. Moment of truth. I really hope it doesn't pull that up. Yay! There was much rejoicing. It worked. Oh my gosh. Look how cute she is. Oh my goodness. It added the detail all back in, you guys. All right, now we're just gonna finish off the flowers, and we will make her puff. Now the puff additive directions tell you not to, what am I gonna say? Oh, they tell you to wait a little bit. Where is the purple one? I guess I'll just grab another one, it's okay. I need a small one. So the puff additive directions do tell you to let it dry a little bit before you puff it. So we will let it dry a tiny bit while we color in our beautiful flowers. And I think I'll throw a little bit of yellow in there also into the centers. Just for an added pop of color. This is such a pretty color, you guys. I love blue anything. I think blue is probably like almost the universal favorite color. When you ask people what their favorite color is, I'd say probably 8 out of 10 times it's gonna be blue. Okay, that's so cute. Now let's grab a little yellow. Thank you for the hearts, friends. Isn't he cute? Sorry. All right, I'm gonna use my little tool, squeegee on a stick, and add just a little pop of yellow. Because yellow and purple or blue are always a good combination. There. And you know what? I think I'm gonna fill in this. There's a section that for some reason up here that's not covered with anything. So I'm gonna pretend they're leaves, and I'm gonna color in up here and pretend that that's leaves. Just for some added color. There we go. All right, y'all ready to puff? All color blues are your favorite. I swear, I think that's almost the case from a lot of people. I love blue anything too. Blue is definitely my mom's favorite color. Are you guys ready to puff? All right, now, when I'm puffing, you guys, I don't use this one. I use this one because it's stronger. Let me just show you. This is what she looks like. Look at her eye is perfect and I didn't do anything to it, you guys. Isn't she pretty? Oh. Thread some pearls to hang on one of the horns. Oh, that's a cute idea. I like that idea. Okay. And then she's gonna sit on here, and then we're gonna put barn hair, don't care. Oh, I love the dimension of the cutout. Oh, thank you, Diana. You are so sweet. All right, ready? Let's put it on here so you can really see. I'm hoping you're gonna be, I'm hoping. Oh, this one's not plugged in. Sorry. It's okay. Look in accessories. I'll find whatever you're looking for. When I hop off of here, I will find it for you. It's puffing. I'm gonna do half of it so I can show you. Y'all, this process never gets old. Can I just say? look at the flowers. All right, so this side's puffed, and look at the flowers. See the puff on that side? And this side is not yet. Look at the flowers, you guys. Oh. Y'all, you have to try this. So fun. Now, one of the things they tell you is not to over dry. I've done that. And then it gets kind of ugly looking. Oh my goodness. Don't overdo it. You guys. Oh my goodness. She's so pretty. All right, I like it so much better with just the outline. Okay, just the outline. And this one looks like she's got messy hair because it's everything. But they're both adorable. You can do it either way, but look at the detail. You guys. All right, so now, oh, you guys, for goodness sakes, I threw the transfer in there again. I still need it for the barn here. I wasn't thinking. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna grab a paper towel. Hold on one second, y'all. It's okay. It's all good. I forgot I still needed the transfer for the barn here, don't care, and I really want that on here. So I had to get it out of the hot tub. All right, let's wipe this off. We only need the bottom part, so it's no big deal. Both are adorable. You like the darker puff? I think they're both cute, but I think the detail really pops from doing just the outline in the puff. Yeah, whatever it is, I will send you the link. When I hop off of here, I answer all of my questions. All right, now we're going to dry this, and then we're gonna add. So what do y'all think? Should we put her at the bottom and say barn hair don't care up here, or put her up here and say barn hair don't care? On the transfer, the barn hair is below, but I'm almost kind of thinking it should be above. All right, so cow down here and barn hair don't care up here. So barn hair don't care, top or bottom? Tell me in the comments while I get this dried off. Barn hair don't care, top or bottom? Vote. Vote, vote, vote in the comments. Top or bottom? Y'all, come on. Help a mama out. And we're gonna do, I'm wondering if we should do the barn hair don't care in black. All right, you guys are torn. I'm kind of thinking where it's on top too. Should we do it in espresso or black? All right, I'm gonna look and see which way. So if we put her down here and put the words up here, I just want her to be the star of the show. I'm kind of thinking it should be on the bottom. Bottom. Everybody's torn, but you know what? The actual design comes with it on the bottom. So the question then is, do we do the words in black or espresso. Link to stencil. You got it, Marcia. I'm kind of thinking we should do espresso. Well, but then again, black will really pop. You guys, everybody is like completely torn. Straight or curved? You guys, I think I want it on the bottom. I think I like it on the bottom, you guys. But you do you. You think espresso to make it cohesive? Okay. Yeah, see, I'm kind of thinking black will really pop. There's something in there. She's so pretty. Yeah. I'm going black, you guys. I just really feel like it's supposed to pop. And I'm gonna do it on the bottom just because I like it. It's okay, rocks. It's so quiet. There's usually noises out there. Just lightly cover it. If you're new, you just lightly glide your paste over the openings. It's so relaxing. And then you take a sneak peek. Pull up slowly. And now you can finally go into the hot tub. And I won't drag you back out again until I go to clean you. Hey, Brenda. We're just wrapping up, and we did, the cow was the winner of, and we did her in puff. Yeah, I like it in black, you guys. Now I'm wondering, just for a little added something, something, what you guys think we should do? Some twine at the top, just for a little, oh, and then if I could find a little purple flower, that would be cute, wouldn't it? It'll be easier if I do this. Oh, now there's a big old moth in here. It is quiet. I know normally we have like a gajillion birds, right? It's really eerily quiet out there. I know, he's so cute. She. We're saying she's a she because she has flowers in her hair. Wish I had some flowers out here. I'll find some. I'll find some flowers and maybe put a little flower in here. Or maybe I can make a flower. We'll do it over here. My daughter is home. Hey, babe. I'm live. And I'll get I don't have a purple flower up here. I have a little flower here, but I think I'll add a flower. What do you guys think? Birds are getting ready for Friday night fun. I think birds are getting ready for storms. That's what I think. All right, twine, yay or nay? Do you like the twine or not? twine, yay or nay? Anyway, this is what she's gonna look like. How cute is this? Thank you for the hearts. I just love her. And the dimension is crazy, crazy, crazy. So anyway, I did put together a kit with the cow stencil and the chubby. Yes, twine looks good. So anyway, I did just put cow in, or kit, put kit in the comments if you want the cow kit. And it's the chubby, the transfer, and then I will get you a link to the cutout. That? Thanks, Carol. Thank you for the hearts, friends. So anyway, I think I'm going to try to find one of those sticky things. I guess I can just put some glue on. All right, so comment kit if you want the kit. Comment bundles if you want to see the gajillion bundles that are all 25% off that just came out today. So comment bundles if you want those. Kit if you want this cutie. And cutouts if you want me to send you the link to the cutouts. All right. Ow, ow. I want this to be centered. There you go, little lady. I like the twine too. I think it finishes her off. Thanks so much, Sandy. All right, I'll get you the kit. Super cute, right? Love her. Okay, Don, I'll get you the kits, the bundles. Hang a small bell from the cow's neck. That's cute. All right, Anne, you just want the transfer? No problem. I will get her for you. My voice is changing again. Just call me Peter Brady. All right, so for our new friends, I go live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Cowboy kit. Got it. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays at 12 noon Eastern time. And I might just do a surprise live on Sunday. I can't tomorrow because we're having a cookout if it doesn't rain. But anyway, I will definitely be back Monday and at noon. And we will make something fun. Maybe we'll do the mason jar since that's what I promised. We have so many fun things to make, you guys. I have so many new things. I love her. Thank you, Joanne. You got it, Dolores. You want the squeegee on a stick? The squeegee on a stick comes in what was called a toolkit. I'll have to go see if we still have them. But anyway, I got you. I have a lot of things to get for you guys. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was so much fun. The dimension is amazing. Adorable barn hair, don't care. You guys have an amazing, amazing weekend. Oh, happy Father's Day weekend, you guys. Father's Day is Sunday. So here's hearts to all the dads and the granddads and the bonus dads and the fur baby dads, to all of them. Have a great weekend, friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you soon. Bye.